What about if you had to choose a man? There's
Okay, I'm wondering where this is going.
Man, he is super smart.
I need a drink for this. Yeah?
Okay, so anyways, a smart, witty
Yeah.
man that's really nice.
But ugly?
Yeah, but it was like not attractive. And then
Okay.
there's a man who's very, very attractive, who's also vegan. Let's say
Okay, why are you adding all these caveats? You're making this very complicated. Okay, lay it out.
So
Okay.
smart, witty,
Okay.
not attractive,
Not vegan.
not vegan.
Okay.
And then there is very good looking, vegan,
Not smart.
not smart.
Smart, funny, witty, not vegan, not attractive.
Yeah.
Not smart, not funny, but not
Good-looking.
witty. Very boring, good looking, but vegan.
Yeah.
I think I would prefer the smart, not vegan, because I think there's hope to turn them vegan.
Oh.
Yes. If they're smart, funny, and witty,
But unattractive, you're missing the unattractive
yeah, but
part.
you can find an attraction from someone that's not like physically attractive. If they had a
True.
good personality. If everything else in their personality was good and just their looks, I mean, okay, it also depends on like how bad it is. Okay? I always
There's
say
like
this.
I always say like
There's a
I need to
spectrum.
be, I need to like be able to picture myself.
Kissing?
Yes.
Guys, there's a lesson, life lesson with Rose
Done.
and soju. Cheers. Okay. Drunken life lessons. Listen. Listen.
God. Oh God.
In life, people, there's always a spectrum, okay? Spectrum of, you know, how smart someone is, very intelligent versus extremely unintelligent.
Yeah.
Big spectrum. Same thing with looks. Spectrum. Extremely good looking, like Brad Pitt, you know, and then, I don't know, very not good looking, okay? Spectrum. Very large spectrum. Most people fall in the middle of the spectrum
Yeah.
with pretty much everything, okay? Everyone's somewhere in this like middle region, okay? I always say that it doesn't really matter unless you're in the opposite end of whatever spectrum. So if you're like incredibly good looking, even if you have a really bad personality, and if you're like really not funny, you're probably still gonna do pretty well in life, you know?
True.
And you know, maybe a lot of people will still find you attractive because you're like so good looking that it's like no one can look past that. And if you're like really, really, really physically unattractive, it's gonna be hard, okay? And it's sad, and I wish I don't have to say that, but it's gonna be hard. But what I'm saying is, the majority of people, but even if you are at the end of the spectrum of like not good looking, there's people that are like still, you know,
Yeah.
living good life,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So-
And they have charm. They have different qualities
Exactly.
that you're, yeah. you get
Exactly.
attracted to.
So then my spectrum theory just went out the window.
Yeah, it did.
But in my perspective, so if you're talking about end of spectrum people, so we're talking like Brad Pitt hot, like that level.
Yeah, it's like Bradley Cooper hot.
Oh, come on, that's not end of spectrum.
I like
Brad Pitt.
Pitt.
Brad Pitt 20 years ago is like the top of the spectrum, okay? Top of the chain.
And who's the other? If you were to go,
I actually don't know anybody that would be.
do you know this like no neck man?
Oh, is he on like the show?
TLC.
Oh, I don't watch the show, but I think I've
But
seen it on
someone
social
like
media.
showed me this video.
I don't even think he's at the end of the low
That's
spectrum.
true. I don't know if the end of the spectrum would be. I can't really
But
think
yeah, I mean, if it's like kind of at the end of the spectrum. But okay,
See?
no, but if the okay, you only said they just have to be not smart, not witty, and not funny. You didn't say that they weren't nice, okay? So if they're nice and hot, I'll go for the nice and hot. And vegan. Nice, hot, and vegan. I'll do all the talking, it's fine.
Oh, damn it. I should have said not nice. I get really nervous in front of really, really good looking men.
That is true.
Yeah.
Me too.
I worked in a retail store before.
Yeah.
And every time like a really good looking man would come in, and plus, I'm sorry for Korean people, but like, and plus Korean people.
Oh,
I
you
would
get
like
nervous?
hide. I'm like, I don't want to talk to
Oh
you.
my god, I do the same with Korean customers.
Yeah, I pretend that there's one time
I
where I
pretend I'm
pretended
not
that I'm not Korean. And then there was this man, he like ended up buying something.
Was he
And then
hot?
I was like, no, he's
Oh,
like an
okay.
older man. And then I was like ringing this purchase in for him. And then he looked at me. He's like, why aren't you speaking Korean? Like, I know you're Korean. He literally said that to me. And I was like,
In Korean?
Yeah, in Korean. So 한국 사람인 거 아는데 왜 한국말 안 하세요?
It's because you look so Korean.
Yeah, I look really Korean.
That's
then I
so
was like,
awkward.
And then
You
I
should
think I
have
was
been like,
like,
한국말 잘 못해서.
I think I said something along those lines. Like, I'm
Like,
not
you
really
don't
good at
speak Korean?
Yeah. Oh God,
That's so awkward.
it is really awkward.
That's like very confrontational.
It is, and I was like, why? Like, why do you have to say that? There's a moment where my friend's mom brought in like 6 of her friends into the store. And they started like looking at all these things, and then at the end of the shopping thing that they did, they're like, so how much discount can you give us? I'm like,
Because you're the friend.
yeah, and I was like, I can't give you a discount. So I like start just like avoiding people.
No, I used to do the same. So I used to be like a server at different restaurants and stuff. And it would just be so awkward. I don't know why I would avoid the Korean customer. I think it's just because I wasn't 100% comfortable in speaking Korean. But then you also feel like you have to speak in Korean because they're
Right.
Korean. So you're like, do I have to speak to them in Korean?
Yeah.
So instead I would just avoid as much as I can.
Yeah. And then there were my coworkers just like, go talk to them. They're Korean. I'm
Yeah,
like, I don't want to talk to them.
We're like the worst Koreans.
Seriously.
Let's just avoid all the Koreans.
Yeah. And then there were good looking men. I was like, I can't look at you. I can't really make eye contact.
Good-looking
Even though I need to like sell stuff. I'm like, I can't look at you in the eyes.
God. I wonder if guys get nervous to talk to us.
Do you have a story?
No.
Where you felt like a guy was nervous to talk to you?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I never, okay, well, I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, when I was like a teenager and stuff, I never even thought, how do I say that? Like, I never thought guys got nervous to talk to like girls. Because that's kind of the expectation that the guy would always like ask the girl out or, you know, approach the girl. So I always like, I have this like ugly duckling syndrome where because I was like, when I was a teenager, I was like, not attractive, okay.
Anyway, that was all in your head.
No, it definitely. Anyway, no. Either way, yeah. But I always thought like guys don't get nervous, or at least not to the same level as like girls do, and that guys weren't really insecure or something. So if only I knew, because I know guys get nervous, and I know guys are very insecure. So I'm like, damn it, I wish I knew this when I was a teenager.
Then what would you have done?
I don't know.
Approach them, be like, I know you're nervous, so hi, here I am.
Maybe I would have. No, actually, I probably wouldn't have done anything different because I'm too shy.
But you probably would have had more confidence.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know.
You would have had more confidence.
Not necessarily.
Did you talk to guys when you were in junior high?
Yeah, like I talked to guys, but it wasn't like.
Flirting?
Yeah, I didn't know how to flirt. That's definitely that's.
What does flirting even
I don't
mean?
know. I feel like you're very good at it.
So you always say this to me. I'm like, I don't even know what I do. I mean, my voice probably goes up a little bit.
I think that's normal.
Yeah.
Well, Daniel used to say, "Hi, Daniel," if you're
Hi,
watching.
Daniel.
Daniel would be like, I don't know. I guess there was a time in my life. I don't think I still do this, but there was like a time in my life where he would be like, "Rose, you're such a flirt."
You flirt!
I don't.
Yeah, you do, especially when you drink. I'm like trying to think of stories, but I know for sure
Daniel would be like, "Rose, you're such a flirt," and I'd be like, I don't even understand. I was like, what? Like, what am I doing?
You straight up tell me that you like think someone's hot, or should
I mean, yeah, but
like,
that's different.
no, but you're like, you give that you approach them a little bit more.
Not
Like you're
really.
very friendly and you talk to them more and you laugh a lot. You seriously laugh so much. You definitely have
Maybe
that
they're
vibe.
funny. Okay, maybe I like them because
you
they're
definitely
funny.
You're very different in front of guys that you like. But yes, guys do get nervous. I do feel bad for them because it is almost like the expectation
Yeah.
for them to like make the move and like, you know,
Yeah.
to ask the girl out. That must be terrifying.
Yes.
Imagine if you had to do that at a bar.
That's
or
the thing.
something.
But that's why like girls have to, you know, give the hint a little bit.
Do you?
No.
Well,
because
like,
I told you
making
I-
the like 3-second eye contact.
Oh,
or
I can't do
something?
that. But that actually
Definitely
works.
can't. Oh.
I've seen it happen.
Oh God, you told me the story, but I don't think I could ever do that.
I can never. I'm so awkward with eye contact,
Yeah,
especially
me
with
too,
random eye contact. I can't do it.
Oh.
It's okay because we're not making any eye contact with anybody at this moment.
After the quarantine, people go crazy.
Oh God! All the lonely
Yeah.
people coming out of the woodworks. All the guys have like really long hair.
That's like the first thing that they'll do.
Yeah.
Honestly, after this.
Every guy is like freaking out about their hair.
Yeah.
I think it's fine, you know?
I think it's fine.
I like a little bit of long hair. It's fine.
Man bun?
No.
Okay, some guys are really hot with man buns.
Sometimes. It's very rare, but it does happen sometimes.
Like European guys.
Yeah. On a spectrum of 1 to 10, how dumb was that conversation?
9. I don't know, it's just genuinely what I'm curious about. What are you curious about?
I'm not really curious about much. I know you very well.